Hello Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Venus and Jupiter signs. Welcome to your reading for the year 2020. Welcome and thank you for being here today with me. So, wow, I mean, what a year has it been, and for you as well, especially because you had all these eclipses in your sign, and what a year it will be. So what I have done here, I have four kind of themes, should I just say. I have the first one, which is the challenge in 2020. The second one is the luck in 2020. Third one is the biggest change for you in 2020, and the last one, we have advice for you that Tarot have got to say for you for 2020. Before I start the reading, I want to say a very big thank you to everybody that has been watching my videos, and you've been supporting and pressing like buttons and leaving a comment. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it very, very much. And if this is your first time, then welcome. And also I had an issue with the microphone when I was doing a Russian version on the Geminis. I had a little accident. The water got spilled over into the socket thingy there, and the microphone just in the middle of the reading stopped working. So I'm using the little one now. I just show you. That kind of a little one. So I hope that the sound is still all right and you can hear me. It should be better than without the microphone. So I will only able to use my one hand because I have to hold the microphone with that one, but we should get it through it, right? So let's get down to your reading, dear Cancers. So the first part we have here is the challenge for you. So what are the challenges in 2020? So I see that there is a different changes needs to happen in your life because we have the judgment. So it is a situation that has to change because, you know, the way it has been before, it can't be anymore. It is something to do with you taking action, you moving forward. There could be a new project. You could maybe want to have a new love. You know, it can be many things because it is a general reading. So take it as it resonates. But there is a new beginning that is going to be very powerful, right, for you and the action and how you have to move forward. But what it is, what I'm sensing here, why it is a challenge is because even though you need to make some changes and adjustments, I feel like you might be a bit closed off or maybe not even see all of the possibilities that are around you that needs to be peaked during this time, because by the book, right, what we have here, you have the destiny is calling, you have this new opportunities, good luck is coming your way, but with the Four of Pentacles, you could be a bit closed off to those opportunities. You could be a bit on guard, you could be not able to see all of them as opportunities, and so this is what it will ask you to make that decision, I guess, to open yourself up. But it is the trust, but this is also the love, and maybe something to do with even emotional part of your life. Maybe you need to forgive to somebody or forgive yourself, or some sort of emotional part that maybe is not allowing you to see them all, like all logic, harsh logic, but the heart is where your answers could be here. You could receive the answers through your heart, and this is what we have here between two worlds, which it could be that the material yourself and emotional self are not collaborating with one another. It feels like or it can be two people, of course, if that's what will be happening for you in like a love situation. But there is here two aspects that are not working together, which is emotional and practical side. And this is the creates this between two world situations. And this is why it could be required that in accordance for you to receive the blessings from the universe and start the new projects, new love, or taking action and just going ahead and moving forward, and to see all of these possibilities, there needs to be adjustments happening in between the emotional and practical side, and how them to work together with one another. So challenges are never how would I say, like a doom and gloom kind of a thing. It's much more of they serve a purpose, right? It's like a growing pains. That's what I see a challenge to be for you for any sign, in fact. Okay, so this is the challenging part here. When we're coming down to the lucky part for you, so what I see actually the lucky part is to be, as a theme, we have a Queen of Cups. So once again, we have Queen of Cups there. We have a Two of Cups. Sorry, might not see very well. Two of Cups, and then we have the Emperor reversed. So for some it can be a love situation, for some it can be a relationships, like with the boss, for example. For everybody, slightly different thing. But okay, so what do you see? The luck. Firstly, I want to say that you have a brand new beginning coming. The new start is coming, and that's going to be a clarity. Okay, so you're going to be very lucky of seeing, I feel, somebody. It could be your boss, it could be your authority figure of some sort, it could be a partner, it could be another person in your life. And because the Emperor is reversed, it seems to say to you that you will see this person, that you will understand that they haven't mastered their masculinity yet to the fullest potential. Because Emperor reversed is like you have a superpower, but yet they don't really know how to use it completely, right? So it's like they need to learn a bit more how to use it. And I think that you will see that. And so also what I will see here, that you will, as you're going along on this journey, you will see that there is nothing wrong with you. Like Queen of Cups, Two of Cups, like you are there to give. You emotionally, you are ready, you're fine, is nothing wrong with you. So if there is a situation that is not working out as possibly well as it could be, then you will get to see that it's nothing to do with you. It's the other person who is struggling to learn how to use that energy in themselves. But also you're gonna get to see that it's not your responsibility to guide them through that they need to find their own way through it, and that it's pointless to have conflicts or pointless to have those fighting things. You just need to withstand and continue on the journey. Just trust your intuition and keep going where you're going as you've been guided to, but follow your heart, because that's what it feels you need to do here, is follow your heart and open up to the possibilities and opportunities in your life, and you will see what you need to cut out, right, and what you need to keep. And here with the Woman holding heart and Three of Cups, so I feel like you it will be very dear to you, maybe your friends, maybe you will able to go and socialize and have a wonderful social life in 2020, and you will actually even question yourself about the stability, the Four of Wands, if you even need that stability or marriage or some sort of level up. Do you even need it? If it's maybe a person, do you need to have a commitment? Or if it's a job, do you actually need to go and work for this person? Or something in those terms, where you will realize that if you follow your heart, you gain, firstly, it could be people, like you might gain followers or something like that. Also, but the thing is as you're going along on this journey, you don't know where you're going, right? But you are very close to achieving this goal. It's just that you can't see it at the end. You just have to keep going and believe in the impossible and withstand, right? But you will be blessed with the clarity. You have a Jupiter in your 7th house now entered into Capricorn, and that should make your partnerships much more easier. If before it was more harder, then it should kind of clean up some of the mess. And I feel like in a relationship wise, this feels more like it can be like a networking situation for you as well, actually. But I feel like very good social life you will be, and I think you will be more putting emphasis on your well-being, on your emotional well-being, because you are healthy. And I feel like you're not going to allow anybody to drag you down. If they haven't mastered to figure their stuff out, you're not going to rush into there and try to fix them. You will kind of allow them to do exploration by themselves, and you will concentrate on your own happiness and emotional fulfillment. So when we're coming down to the biggest change in your life happened in 2020, so we have Four of Wands as a theme and an Ace of Pentacles. Sorry, my voice is going. The Ace of Pentacles reverse. So this is once again either a home situation, either commitment situation, some sort of a stability, right? And because the Ace of Pentacles here reversed, what it makes me to think straight away, and also with other cards like No Place Like Home, attachments. So it could be that there is some sort of attachment in your life to maybe a job, like a career job, right? Ten of Pentacles. It could be traditions, like a family traditions that is causing pain with the Three of Swords, and you will be in the there is a fork in the road, right? Where you will need to see that there is a part that maybe you've been following so far that is firstly causing a lot of pain, and that is a dead end situation. There is no way there is any movement forward to it, but you might be tied up in fear. Well, that is all going to be start to changing, okay? I think you're going to have a conclusions within reach. You will understand that something is not gonna go the way maybe you thought it was have to go, because I feel like it wasn't yours to start off. It could be that a lot of it is to do how maybe you were conditioned when you were younger, for example, or just somebody else's beliefs, somebody else's traditions putting on you, and you adapt them, you take them, and you don't question them, and you move along the life and being unhappy, and then because it was not yours to start off, right? So this attachments to maybe traditions or doing things in a certain way, that's where the changes are going to happen. And I feel like for some it could be literally as to understand that you don't need to have a commitment, let's say, with the person if they're not healthy, right? And that could be that. Or for some it could be that you don't need to like you're not gonna have how would I say, the happiness that you want, because it's all about the emotional part, and this is where we were coming down to here between the worlds. The material security self and the emotional self, they don't collaborate with one another. What your heart wants and what your stability, security, or maybe even traditionally how you've been doing things, they're not working together, right? And because a lot of the traditional parts in your life they're not your own traditions, so it could be that you need to recreate them and see how you can make them work. What is the authentic self, what your authentic self wants, okay? Because maybe you see No Place Like Home and a Seven of Cups reverse, it could say that maybe in the home environment or how your childhood, let's say, was, is that there was no other way than the way you know now, right? The way you were taught, there was no other possibilities. It's just this one way. And this is why you could maybe struggle to see the different possibilities in your life when the life is opening up and giving you all of these opportunities, but you don't see them because in your very home there was no other ways to looking at situation or things, and there was no recognition of other possibilities. And this is why all of this is going to be going through a change, and you will able to see you're very close to achieving your goal to a good, happy, emotional self. I feel like the emotional happiness is really coming to you as you will starting to let go of some sort of those traditions that have been hurting you so far in your life. It could be relationships, family things, right? Can be job and career, many different possibilities, okay? So then we have advice for you for 2020. So the advice theme is for you, firstly, not to worry about if you don't get every single little wish you want, okay? Don't worry about it. Firstly, why? Because worry does not solve the problem, right? Here advice is sorry, my voice keeps going. The advice is that you the adjustments are required. There's a Five of Pentacles. So if you want to get your hard work is paying off, your hard work is paying off, then you need to make some adjustments in your life. So once again, there is this lack, okay, either financial lack or lack in general of how you feel. It's, if that is the case, then something needs to change. And this is why we're going back to, once again, to this theme of what is going to be the challenge, and the adjustments needs to be made. What it was before can't continue anymore, and it needs to change. And then you will start seeing your hard work paying off, right? You will see the results, you will see them coming to you, right? So and then round and round, you see, once again, what needs to come to an end is this not able to see things clearly. But you, the good luck is that you will have the clarity, okay? The clarity is coming to you, and that will come to an end, this non-clearly see. But you have to put an end to it in some ways, and then you will get this blessing of clarity. With the higher power here, the Hierophant reverse, the Ten of Cups, it is saying to you that if you, once again, you want to make things happen, you want to have wishes, your dreams, and all of that stuff, there is that your Ten of Cups is not gonna be somebody else's tradition. It's gonna be your own. You have to do things differently, not the way you were conditioned. Because the way you were conditioned, you don't see the amazing opportunities that life wants to give you, but you closed off to it, okay? So you have to create your own traditions, what I'm sensing here, and that's how you will going to get to your happiness, to your wish fulfillment, to what you truly want and how you truly want to live your life. And yes, that means the garden, the gate. If you want to go and walk through that gate, it could be destabilizing, and it could be shaky, and it could be feeling like, well, like it's not as solid. Well, you have to have courage, okay? It could be your, like I said, your work situation, it could be your project, your love, many things. And just have the courage that maybe at first you don't see the results in a matter of a second. You need to have patience, right? But at the same time, you need to have bravery, and you know that if you will make those adjustments that are required from you to get yourself out of this lack mentality or lack the thinking, because it is something to do with how is being perceived, the information, like it is coming to you, but you're not seeing it. And so in 2020, you will start recognizing and seeing what needs to be changed, and opening yourself up to those opportunities for them to come in, and to believe that it is going to happen, of course, and putting the what you emotionally want, not what tradition wants from you. Okay, dear Cancers, I hope you enjoyed the reading for the year 2020, and it's information that you can use throughout the year. If you need to come back at any time throughout the year and just check in and see how it's going, you're more than welcome. Thank you everybody who have been here with me throughout 2019. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you for all your subscribes, likes and comments. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then consider doing so, and then press the little notification bell next to it. It will notify you next time I will upload a video. So thank you so much. Happy New Year and a wonderful year for you. Take care. Bye bye.